Welcome to Superstar, a place where you will travel your own road to NFL stardom. Craft your own career, one that could lead to awards, Super Bowl glory, and even a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But legendary careers must start somewhere, and this is your blank canvas, the humble beginning of an unforgettable journey. Before you take your first snaps, let's see what type of player you're going to be.
From its annual home of Indianapolis, Indiana. He's getting ready, down into his stance, and here we go.
We expected him to test very well here, and he did not disappoint. That's one of the best times we'll see today.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
Somebody's a regular in that weight room. As those reps went up, eyes got wider. And this is a total that will grab some attention.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
He certainly looked pretty quick out there. That was some nice agility to get through one of the tougher drills here.
All right, he's ready and about to run the 20-yard shuttle.
That is such an excellent mark right there, and there's no doubt that he's got the quickness and the change of direction to thrive on an NFL field.
All right, partner, the traditional drills are done. Now the all-important moment where he can make the throws they're going to need him to on Sundays.
That's called ending your combine strong. He got out there with plenty of confidence, and he backed it up with a very good showing. As
When that cell phone rings, time stops. It's the single second that years upon years of work have been leading toward, and the conversation that follows ends one chapter of a football life while beginning another.
And welcome back to all of you joining us for this one. We'll pick up the action back in the second quarter. Back for our second quarter, it's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. First play is to the air. Vacates quickly left side. Now he's throwing deep down that side. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The field runs the Atlanta offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. That's what right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight ends. And now they face second down.
He was covered by...
He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Look underneath here. Robinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Back leading his offense to the field now as they get set for a new series.
This is going to be cool, Kate. We're going to get a first look at the reigning Heisman winner in an NFL uniform. Only the preseason. Pressure isn't on him yet, but they're hoping to see some early flashes of the type of plays he made to win that trophy.
Has him on the quick hitter. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hanson, and I guess we're...
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Go! Rocco 80!
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he's downfield to the tight end hits. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
34 yards.
Here's 1st and 10.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here for Robinson.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Moving left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might
Defense.
make this a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
That's another.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll run with Robinson. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go, set!
Robinson. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Titans head coach Brian Callahan there as his guys take over once more. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I know it's just a preseason game, Mike, but these game reps, they're invaluable for a young quarterback. I think anytime you have a chance to go out there and play with the first-team offense, execute in a real NFL game, it's going to pay huge dividends once the regular season comes along.
A 6-yard pickup.
One final throw before the break. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cedric Gray. And his offense is going to be all... Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man down the field. It's McLeod. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Xavier Woods there on the stop. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Arden Key. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll look to get the comeback started now as they take over here. Final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Let's go. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this.
Now Robinson. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
Ready up. Gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons. First down. Let's go now. First and 10. Nice. The 35-yard line.
On first down, right back to Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go again with Robinson. He'll work forward for a couple. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Ian Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 60, at the 60.
He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Darnell Mooney. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll throw out of the gun. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. 1st and 10. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the right. That's Pitts. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another.
Back to the air one more time. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
That's another. Falcons. First down. First and 10.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's in. What a drive. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta.